Welcome to Python 3 Beginner 1, Intro and Setup. This video is more of an introduction to the beginner tutorials, so I'll keep it as short as possible. If you have already learnt an earlier version of Python, watch the Python 2 to Python 3 video to save yourself from repeating things you already understand. Every video will have all slideshows and code available in the description. This series of tutorials is all of the beginner topics in Python 3. The topics covered are things like variables and data structures, input and output, selection, functions, iteration, file input and output, exception handling, and modules. With these skills, providing you understand them, you'll be able to write loads of programs. Though I strongly suggest learning more of Python, this series is the fundamentals. Python is an interpretive language. This means it is compiled at runtime. This means you do not need to compile your program to distribute it. However, it means anyone can open and edit/read your code, though that's not really a big deal. Now let's talk about getting set up and ready to write some Python code. If you are running Linux or OS X, Python 3 may or may not already come installed, but we can get it up and running in one quick command. If you are on Windows, I'll cover the installation next. Feel free to skip to that part of the video. On Linux, we can do a quick test to make sure it's working fine. So, on Linux, we can jump over to our terminal, and if you don't know how to use the terminal, I suggest you learn how to get around and use basic commands. So over here on Linux, now we're going to type Python 3 -V. So this will get the current version of Python installed. So we've got Python 3.2.3. So there's also a Python 3.4 out at the moment, but I have 3.2.3 installed on my VM. Okay, so we want this to be 3.x something, which it will be. Okay, so if you don't get this message and it says Python 3 isn't installed, we can easily install it with the command sudo for superuser apt get. So we want to get a package and we want to install that package, and we want the package Python 3. Now when you run this, it'll go off and it'll find the package and install it, and you'll be ready to use Python 3. So now we can run our Python 3 command again and get our version, and we'll see it's working. So let's test out our Python by running some commands. So first we want to start Python 3, so Python 3, and we'll get the interpreter. And you'll see three little arrow signs. Now this triple arrows means it's waiting for a command. So let's now start executing some code on the fly. So let's execute the command print, and we'll print out hello world to the screen. So we're going to type print, open brackets, then we're going to start some quotes, hello space world, close quotes, and close brackets. Now when we hit enter, it'll print out to the screen hello world. Success! Python is working correctly. So if you're running on Linux or OS X, you can move on to the next video. Okay. Now if you're running Windows, then we need to install the Python interpreter. So we can get the Python interpreter binaries from the python.org site. A link to python.org is in the description. So we'll go to the download page and we want Python version 3.x something. So we go to python.org and we go to the downloads page. Now we got two buttons, Python 2.7 and Python 3.4. We want the Python 3. So we click on the download Python 3 and it'll ask us to save, and then we can install it. So once Python 3 is installed, we can start using Python. So let's do a Windows test. So we're going to navigate to start, Python 3.3, Python, and the Python command line. And then we're going to run Python and we'll get our Python interpreter. So if we come over to start, all programs, Python 3.3, and then we want Python command line. And this will get us a command line with Python interpreter running. And we'll have three arrows, which means that Python is waiting for a command. So let's give it the command print, and we'll output hello world to the screen. So print, open circle brackets, then we're going to open quotes, and we're going to type hello world, close quotes, and close brackets. So Once we hit enter here, we'll get the output hello world to the console. Success! Python's working correctly. Okay, so from here we can create a shortcut if we like, or you can just remember to go start all programs, Python, and either use idle GUI for a text editor, or you can use the command line. Okay. Now that we have Python 3 installed, we can start writing Python programs. So next we're going to look at variables and data structures. Thanks for watching.